Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go here in Baltimore. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
And 12 at the 33-yard line.
They go right back to Taylor.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll step up and run. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Now, faking the give. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. On the move left. escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Back to the air once more on second down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional, and this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
No touch. 180, 180. 63, 73, 73. Hey, Silver, crowd left yet? No,
on 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Ravens. That touchdown number 30 on the year. One shy of LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 31 touchdowns set back in 2006. Here's Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it to the tight end, Dawson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 7.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and had long extended drives. It is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Harrell. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
63, 63, 60. Hey! Crown left Yeti. Hey! Tiger Hornet. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Going for it all. That's caught! And he will score! Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To open this drive.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 24-yard pickup as they convert on 4th down. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll run a draw now with Taylor. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5 with his 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Great, set. Anyway, yeah. Hey, Silver. Alpha.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's out to the flats, and it's complete. It's a gain of 12 then. First down, Baltimore.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
63, 60. Yeti.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Ravens are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the double.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Ready? 19 Tiger. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
And the Falcons first down. A gain of 11.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
First down, Atlanta.
Back to the air one more time. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line.
almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Here we go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
It's second down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third and 12.
He'll drop to throw. We'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Trying to do it himself, but this will come up short. They mark him down right at the line of scrimmage.
What a first half of this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
He's got it inside the 5. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hawk 70.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Now this looks like a design run, and he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Falcons. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
The kicker on.
Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great, set. Trimmer. Crowd left, Yeti. 63. Crowd left, Yeti. Hey, easy, 63. Go silver, ready? Delta.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
73. Hey, 73. Crowd left, Yeti. Delta.
Not Jalen Hurts on second down. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And the Baltimore first down.
Hey, easy, 63.
First and 10.
Silver.
31-yard line.
Crowd left, Yeti. Delta.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's to Ferguson once again. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out. 63. Crowd left, Yeti. Delta.
Hurts will try it again. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Ravens. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown already. Pass's kick is good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Back to the air again on second and 10. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Now a timeout. That's their first. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. with Dowdle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They'll look to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll get forward. Give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds. And that's going to bring up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one caught at the 4. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
This is one of those times, Mike, where you're actually better off just throwing the ball away. And yes, it's nice to get that reception, but it really just results in a wasted down.
They'll look to throw yet again. It is brought in the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Atlanta. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6. And before goes the field goal try, they take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set. And anyone else? King, Phil King. Phil King. Hey, 73. Go Silver, ready? Carl up, Yeti.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by Golden, right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. So, from 37, here's second down and a yard.
Silver. Hey, easy, 63, pass.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Isaiah Foskey getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. That's right side and brought in by Williams. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
They'll go, and it's Smith. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
Hey, 73.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He'll throw it left, and it's his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Ravens. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Saker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
63. Delta.
On first down, it's Hurts. That is brought in at the 10. And he's in. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Is good. Next to score, Ravens 49, Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Start out here with an option to the left. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. It's a loss of a yard.
Back to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's him. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And the Falcons first down.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. The point try by Bass. He gets it to go. And the Ravens stretch things out even further.
Ravens 56, Falcons 14. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Forward for about 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's Taylor. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Tristan McCollum is on the stop. Play action, he'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. They'll come up here, first and 10.
A gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down.
Now, faking the give. Now he takes off. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
That's Pierce in motion. They'll run here with Taylor. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Falcons. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. No problem there on the extra point, and the Falcons cut into the lead a little bit.
Falcons 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That's quickly out to Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Silver.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. This one completes to Palmer. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Miami. Go Silver, ready? 63, 60, 73. Kyle Yeti. No touch.
Hurts. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Hurts again. All alone is golden. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts will try it again. Right back to Golden. He's got it again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Falcons' 8-yard line.
Hey, easy. Alpha. Carlos, get it.
Again, Hurts. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
63. 73.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Baltimore. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
Makes the score. Ravens 63. Falcons 21. Tyler Bass.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's the second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
The Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
First down.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That one complete to Pierce. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Atlanta. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this game.
Falcons 28.
Project, Messi, Metro. This ain't what you want.
ready to go once more as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Check the lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring your best.
No touch that. All right, anyway, up. Out. Man, crowd up, yeah. Hey, 73, 70. Crowd up, man. No touch.
On first down, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to second.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Hey, Silver, 63. No touch.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey! Let's go. Trim. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught by Golden, right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
15 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Easy. Yeti.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
On
line.
first and 10, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
No touch that. All right, anyway, that. 73. Hey, 73. Call up, yeah.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one complete down the field to Golden. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
It's a game.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Call up, Yeti. No touch.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Second and inches.
10 more yards. Complete to
Call up,
Jamison
Yeti.
Williams.
63.
10 yards on
Oh,
the
Silver,
pickup.
ready?
It's second and inches.
Hey, Silver.
At the Falcons' 5-yard line.
No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by pass is good. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Lion. Trap 60. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 79 Bronco.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Rolling right. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to the air one more time. And this one is caught by Pierce. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Second and a yard.
12-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Humphrey, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
18 Cardinal. Go.
He'll try and throw for it to the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Ravens are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Here goes Hurts on the design run. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
It's like a design run. Hurts has it. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, easy, 60. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Down the right sideline. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth.
63, 73. Hey, 73. Alpha. Hey, Silver.
A first down throw for Hurts. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Falcons, 28.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. We'll take the snap and go down to a knee.
Let's go.
2nd and 11.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.